Thanks, Ann. Nice job. One thing about the balloon you see behind me and the RINO you see to my left is that they're portable. They're fully portable and able to go to any district in the state. Isn't that a nice feature? I like it. Many of you have seen these postcards. They're going to see a whole bunch more. It's got a GOP elephant on one side and a RINO on the other. And of course it asks them, are you a RINO or are you a Republican? What happens if the Republicans fail the RINO test? Well, doing nothing is a choice. It's a choice against life. So while we're asking senators like Senator Faber to take the RINO test, we're asking the entire Senate and these ads that are taking place all over the state of Ohio and within their districts to choose. Either you stand by the Republican Party or you are Republican in name only. You either bring the heartbeat bill to a vote before summer recess or we will declare open season on RINOs. What that means is that everything you have seen to date, the ads, the postcards, the mailings, everything that has, the balloons, is nothing compared to what we're going to do. In fact, the thing that Lori Byers, she is not only the vice president of Warren County Right to Life, she is also the vice chairman of Warren County Republican Party. And she said it this way. She said, if this isn't a hill worth dying on, then there isn't a hill. This is a bill that will protect every child who would otherwise be aborted, to save a few. It will protect nearly every child. The pro-aborts, you heard them. They came and gave testimony. They said this will outlaw nearly every abortion. That's the idea. We're going to see children protected again. And if the Senate does not bring the fully protected heartbeat bill to a vote, by the way, I want to make one other point. Mark Harrington made a very good point about the fact that this will not affect any other pro-life laws, despite the letters that are being generated from the Ohio Senate. One other thing that's important in this bill is a severability clause. If what those who are opposing the bill right now, if what they say they really want, and that is informed consent only, believe me, I'm for informed consent. I'm the one who lobbied to pass the informed consent law that's on the books right now. I'm the one that insisted that informed consent be a part of the heartbeat bill. Yet it is not the heart of the heartbeat bill. We are not in favor of gutting the heartbeat bill of the heart and removing the legal protection. But if what they say they want is informed consent only, if they are right, they will get everything they want. Because, as Senator Seitz insisted, the severability clause within the bill will, if the court says no initially to protecting babies with beating hearts, then the severability will let the informed consent stand. There is no reason to oppose it. If you are for just informed consent because you think the court might say no, the best course of action the Senate can take is to pass the fully protective heartbeat bill as was passed by the House. Why? Again, if they're right, they get everything they want. And what we get is a trigger clause that brings the legal protection back to life with a better court ruling. There is simply no downside to passing the heartbeat bill as it is from the House intact. There is no downside, as Professor Forte said. And as what Speaker Batchelder told me, he said that man, the 30-year law professor of constitutional law, the lawyer to two popes, the UN delegate that was appointed by Ronald Reagan, he said to me, Professor Forte, the chief architect of this bill, is the best there is. We brought the brightest and the best together, and there is no downside to passing the fully protected heartbeat bill. Just want to give you a glimpse of what an ad might look like. Well, just as you see, Senator Jim Hughes asked to take the RINO test. Well, if they don't pass the RINO test, if this bill does not come to a floor vote before their summer recess, expect to see an ad that looks very similar in nature, only instead of a GOP elephant and a RINO, expect to see a RINO and a Democratic donkey. Because the question will be asked, what is the difference between a Republican in name only and the pro-abortion Democratic platform? What's the answer? 26,000 babies are every bit as dead. That's the answer. Babies are dead, whether you are a RINO or a Democrat adhering to your pro-abortion platform. And what we are going to do is to make sure that there is not a voter in the state of Ohio who doesn't understand that the people that they've elected, they will either be heroes and follow their campaign promises and follow the Republican platform, or they will be RINOs, and open RINO season begins this summer. And that's the message. That's what's coming, and I'll happily entertain any questions.